Race 3 for the UDC V8 Utes sees Jack Kofoed on pole position alongside of him, Peter Rocketman Rob, Mike Buzz Lightfoot and John JP Penny in row number 2. And in row number 3, it's Dirty Dave Kernahan and Glenn Coyote Collinson. In row number 4, it should be Chris Walton, the winner of the first 2 races of the UDC V8 Utes. Alongside him, Sam Barry. In row number 5, Brett the Scud Rudd and Jeff SOS Spencer. And in row number 6, Jeremy Gray from Australia and Peter Chaos Ward from Karaka. So this one decided by the reverse of the marble draw, and that's why Jack Kofoed is in the front, and that's why Peter Rocketman Rob is alongside him. And while Kofoed was on pole position, the best of the starts, Richard, looks like it's come from the Rocketman.
Oh, he's known for making good starts, and he's got away pretty well there. Jack's not got away too... Oh, it's getting busy.
Oh, there's some action further behind him. Wow, and I think Sam Barry might have been in that one, and Glenn Collinson as well. We'll keep an eye on the action at the back of the field.
Yeah, there's some bodywork. Yeah, some bodywork hanging off Sam's car. Yeah, JP's lost a wing mirror.
Oh, big damage. The front ear damage. No, it's the side skirt, I think, on the belt group forward of Sam Barry. That probably won't slow him down. We saw that at Highlands, didn't we? He had most of the records trailing behind him, but he still kept up the pace. Meantime, at the front of the field...
Kofoed wide.
Kofoed's gone way wide here, and he's going to pay the price.
Yep.
Penny's going to get up the inside of him, and off onto the grass they go. And that is the 2-time race winner, Chris Walton. And there's a bit of biff and bash going on there as well. No love lost between the Aussies and the New Zealanders. And, of course, I suppose we should mention at this stage the Trans-Tasman Challenge Cup up for decision as well.
Sam well wide on the hairpin.
Peter Ward getting all sorts of sideways and then getting it back under control again.
Well, these guys want to watch it. Their tyres will be filthy after that. Coming up to the hairiest part of the track.
Well, that scares the V8 Supercar drivers, and I'm sure it scared Peter Ward. And he slams into the side of Sam Barry, and Sam Barry slams into the concrete.
Well, that was a great catch, actually, by Sam. That could have ended a lot worse than it actually looked. He's going to be able to get back onto the circuit and go racing again. It might have even have torn off that loose bit of bodywork, but you don't want it closer than that over the mountain.
I tell you what, heart was in the mouth there for a little wee while. Meantime, things starting to calm down at the front of the field. Peter Rocketman Rob out in the lead, Mike Buzz Lightfoot through in second place.
And Walton right at the back, Phil, right at the back.
Well, if he can come from the back to the front in as many laps as we've got here at Pukekohe Park Raceway, then I will crown him the hero of Pukekohe.
Now, I'm watching Kofoed. He'll be ruining that poor start, cost him a pole position advantage, but he's already climbing all over the back of Mike, and Mike's caught up to the Rocketman. But as we know, Rocketman passing him is a real challenge.
It's a big ask for the man from Wanganui. There's no doubt about that. Peter Rocketman Rob, one of the originals and one of the few that has never had a win. Oh, Lightfoot does what he does best, gets it sideways coming out of the hairpin. He's going to lose out here, track position to Rocketman. He'll stay in the front, or will he? Oh, Lightfoot's going to argue about it. Well, he's obviously taken the bravery pills today because he's right there, isn't he? And listen to the crowd, they love this stuff. Kofoed's there, should any of these two make a mistake, but it's the Rocketman, one of the originals, never had a win in the UDC V8 Utes. Is he going to do it today here at Pukekohe Park Raceway?
Well, good on him, Phil. He kept the boot in hard there coming up over the mountain. That was close stuff.
Talk about close stuff. Here's a little bit of close quarters action going through the complex once again. Oh, Collinson right into the rear end of Chris Walton. Damage, and they'll just go in for round 2 as well.
And they just can't do anything about Rocketman. His lines are good and solid. He's not weaving. He's just making that ute incredibly wide.
Australia versus New Zealand. Brett the Scud Rudd trying to get down the inside of Jeremy Gray. It was never going to work, but it's going to work for Walton. What about that? Talk about never say die. 3 abreast as they come across the stripe this time, and it's the Aussie from Queensland making the big moves. And Brett Rudd, well, he gives them a bit of a tap as they go through one, probably the second fastest part of the racetrack here at Pukekohe Park Raceway, but Walton gets the spot and uses the curbs to perfection to just inch away from the Scud, Brett Rudd. Oh, very sideways there for the Coyote, and that is Glenn Collinson, came out of the Suzuki series. So this is a vastly different game for him. He's used to 1600cc front-wheel drive up against V8 power rear-wheel drive in these UDC V8 Utes.
Yeah, I think both him and Sam are still finding their feet in the Utes. You know, they're always a little bit sideways. Or Jack having a go at Lightfoot there and makes it stick.
Yeah, Kofoed had track position. There's nothing Lightfoot can do about it. So Phantom moves up into second. The Mobil 1. Coffee Guy, point-to-point, sponsored ute. Jack Kofoed getting the drive this weekend on his birthday. Mike Lightfoot sitting in behind him now, then it's Penny.
Yeah, Spence does have some damage.
Yeah, surprise, surprise. He's going to get a little bit more, I think, before this one's out because Walton's stalking him. And it's Jeremy Gray in behind them, but it's Rocketman Rob leading this train. Kofoed firmly in second place now. Lightfoot trying to fight back, trying to get a little bit closer. Final lap, they run to the checkered flag. Is it going to be the first win ever? He's one of the originals, is Wanganui's Peter Rocketman Rob, and is he going to take his first win here?
Killer's still fighting his way through the field.
Well, I guess he knows, and we've been drilled into us, isn't he? It's all points, isn't it? At the end of the series, 1 or 2 points might be the big difference. Lightfoot's gone into defensive mode here to stop John Penny.
Kofoed look right up behind Rocketman.
So they run to the checkered flag. History in the making here at Pukekohe Park Raceway, folks, for the UDC V8 Utes. One of the nicest men in the paddock is about to register his first ever win in UDC V8 Utes, and that's what, 6 seasons now. He was one of the originals. He gets a little bit sideways coming down to the checkered flag. You'd love to see what the emotions are like in the cab now for Rocketman. He gets the win. Kofoed, what a racer. Tries to go around the outside right at the death, but can't do it. And Peter Rocketman Rob, the High Country Helicopters Holden, gets the win here at Pukekohe. So if we have a look at the official results, Peter Robb makes history here in the UDC V8 Utes, claims his first win from Jack Kofoed, Mike Buzz Lightfoot, Chris Walton, the points champion, Jeff SOS Spencer, Jeremy Gray from Australia, and Brett the Scud.